Hello Libra, my name is Keith Haswell and I'm a professional astrologer. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this particular video on your cycles and events and conditions that you'll experience, Libra, in May and June 2015. I won't spend a lot of time explaining who I am. I'm a professional astrologer. You've probably watched one of my videos. I've got over 150 videos up there, and there's been more than 1,250,000 viewings of my videos collectively, so you've probably watched one of them, so I won't bother introducing myself. Sufficient to say that you have been brought to this particular video because you're interested in taking your next step forward in the expansion of your consciousness. You're not an ordinary human being, and I just want to clarify to you as well, before I do start looking at your cycles, Libra, that you are not a human being in search of the spiritual life. You are a spiritual being expressing your consciousness at the human level. Okay, so you are primarily a spiritual being, and as such you have set yourself up, Libra, with some tests in life during May and June that are going to draw forth your qualities, strengths, powers, talents and so forth, because that's the only way that we grow. We grow by overcoming obstacles and jumping hurdles and handling stresses and tensions in our life. We don't grow by everything just going smoothly, Libra. So you just sit back and relax now and enjoy the journey here with me. What I'm going to do for you is to first of all look at the things that create these tests and these hurdles and obstacles and obstructions in our life, and they are Mars and Saturn. So I'll look at the movements of Mars and Saturn through the houses of your horoscope, Libra, during these 2 months of May and June, and then I'm going to look at the movements of the bodies that create the joy in your life: the Sun, Venus and Jupiter. So first of all, let's look at the movements of Mars and Saturn through the houses of your horoscope during this 2-month period, and tell you what sort of obstacles that you've set for yourself, because karma is never assigned, it's always chosen by the individual. So what sort of tests have you set for yourself in this particular 2-month period? Okay, now we start the month off with Mars in the 8th house of your horoscope, and until I tell you there's a change, it remains there in the 8th house of your horoscope. Now with Mars in the 8th house of your horoscope, Libra, you're going to find that there's a lot of stresses and tensions inside of yourself about changes that you're trying to bring about within yourself, that you're having problems making those changes. Things to do with joint finances will also be impacted by Mars in the 8th house from the 1st of May onwards, and there's going to be stresses and tensions for you inside of yourself when you're trying to give up habit patterns that you want to get rid of. Now you've got a heightened sex drive with Mars in the 8th house of your horoscope, Libra, and then Mars makes a change on the 12th of May into the 9th house of your horoscope and remains there for 2 or 3 weeks. Now during that particular period, Libra, you're going to find that there'll be arguments and conflicts in your life to do with philosophy, spiritual and religious and philosophical differences, perhaps with in-laws or perhaps with other people. There can be danger if you're travelling, so it's not a good time for travelling during that particular time unless you're very, very cautious with everything and don't act on impulse in any way. You can be rather dominant and assertive in your ideas on spiritual matters and create arguments and conflicts with people who really don't fit in with your line of thinking, okay? Now then we look to Mars moving into the 10th house of your horoscope on the 25th of June, and then for the next 2 or 3 weeks it's there in the 10th house of your horoscope, introducing a lot of extra energy, Libra, into the career, the business side of things, your ambitions and matters relating to dealing with parents. Okay, so you can have conflicts with parents, conflicts with superiors in the job, tensions and conflicts can arise there to do with business, and don't act on impulse in any way, shape or form in connection with business. Don't jump into things hastily without thinking them through very carefully, Libra, okay? Now we look at Saturn to see what Saturn is doing in this 2-month period. Saturn is sitting in your 3rd house of your horoscope during this particular period, and with Saturn in the 3rd house of your horoscope during this entire 2 months, it means that there's tendencies to worry and to get depressed. There's problems with dealings with relatives and neighbours. Could be illness of a relative or illness of a neighbour. There's frustrations to do with motor vehicles and means of transportation. And Saturn is also retrograde at this particular time, which is a double whammy. So that creates a lot of difficulties for your thinking processes. With Saturn in the 3rd house of your horoscope, Saturn is trying to say to you, it's the law of economy, Saturn, and it's trying to say to you that all thinking processes must be in line with the law of economy. So all time, energy and money connected with travel, motor vehicles and communications must be thought out carefully and in line with the law of economy, so you're not wasting energies there. Otherwise you're going to experience some lung and bronchial trouble, and you'll also have some problems in your communications and your thinking processes, with depression creeping in. Now Libra, let's look at the good side, the joy side, and we look to the Sun first of all on the 1st of May. The Sun is in the 8th house of your horoscope. With the Sun in the 8th house of your horoscope, until I tell you there's a change, it means that you're very, very deep and introspective during this particular period, and you're desiring to bring about changes within yourself, and it's probably these sort of influences that have urged you to want to make change. You want to let go of habit patterns that you feel as if you've outgrown. And so you found your way to this particular video, okay? Now Venus is in the 9th house of your horoscope to start the month off with. With Venus in the 9th house of your horoscope, there's potential for social involvements through travel. And it's even though there's Mars coming up in the 9th house later, but Venus in the 9th house to start off with is good for you for travel, favourable for you for social activities with people that you're involved with in any educational processes, social activities with in-laws and things like that. And then we look to the first change is on the 8th of May, Venus moves into the 10th house of your horoscope. With Venus in the 10th house of your horoscope for the next 2 or 3 weeks, it means that you've got very good stars to do with business and career. Social activities with parents should go pretty well. It's a very good time for you socially connected with people that you're connected with in business and the career side of things, and therefore things should go well for you to do with your career and your ambitions, and any sort of social activities with parents should go pretty well. Now the first change that we have there of the Sun is on the 22nd of May, when the Sun moves into the 9th house of your horoscope, Libra. With the Sun in the 9th house of your horoscope for the next 30 days, it means that there's a tremendous urge inside of yourself to expand yourself to new horizons. Now whether that comes through travel, or whether it comes through philosophy and study and adult education and research and investigation of the philosophies of life and things like that, there will certainly be a focus there. There can be a lot more social involvements with in-laws. Now then on the 6th of June, Libra, Venus moves into the 11th house of your horoscope and begins a period of beauty and wonder and joy through friends. Group activities will go very well, and you'll have a lot of happiness through other people's children if they play a prominent part in your life, perhaps through your children and their friends and so forth. So there's good stars for the formation of new friendships if you're in the market for one, and there's very good stars for you for group activities. So a lot of joy, a lot of love, and a lot of affection there between yourself and friends, and your friends giving you affection back. Now on the 22nd of June, the Sun moves into the 10th house of your horoscope and remains there for 30 days. With the Sun in the 10th house of your horoscope, you're very ambitious. The 10th house is the house of high achievements, Libra, and it's the time when you really feel ambitious and keen to get ahead in life and succeed, and so you'll be a driving force for improving yourself and getting some sort of betterment in your life. Social activities connected with the career and business, and also social activities with parents come to the fore. And now we look at Jupiter for you. Jupiter is the embodiment of the second ray of love wisdom, and it is a beautiful planet. And when Jupiter is sitting in a particular location in your horoscope, it's bringing expansion and opportunity for you and wisdom. And Jupiter is in the 11th house of your horoscope during this whole 2-month period. Now, with Jupiter in the 11th house of your horoscope, there's a lot of happiness through friends. A friend could travel overseas, or you could travel with a friend overseas, or a friend could visit you from a distant place, something like that. But there's very good stars through group interests and purpose, and you'll have a tremendous urge to expand your understanding about group purpose, social welfare matters and things like that. And there's a lot of happiness there also to do with other people's children, okay? Now, Jupiter moves very fast during this 2-month period of May and June Libra, and it's moving between 13 degrees Leo and 21 degrees Leo. Now, if you happen to have any planets in that particular location, then it's wise for you to order your horoscope number 2 or 3 from me, and then I'll look at the movements of these bodies in conjunction with any planets that you have in those degrees, okay, and tell you what the import of that is. So you've set yourself some hurdles there as far as those events and conditions are concerned, Libra. But where I want to steer you now, before I wrap this whole thing up, is to steer you towards one of my best videos that I've ever produced. This video is called The Meaning of Your Dreams, and there's more people have ticked the like box on this particular video than on any other video that I've ever produced. I only released it a couple of weeks ago, and it's going fantastic. Now, don't expect when you view it that there's going to be tens of thousands of people have already seen it, because this is not babies dancing in nappies and cats playing pianos that get 15 million viewings by those who are just entertained by those things. This is an advanced video for those on the crest of the wave like yourself, map makers and pioneers who are ushering in the new age. So therefore, only those sort of people are attracted towards a video like this. But what this video does is it's incredible. It just explains to you what happens in our dreams and why these things happen in our dreams. So I urge you to find that video in my website. I've got a page there called YouTube videos, and you can go in there and you can click on that link in there and watch that video. And that is an incredible video, and I think that you'll like it as well. So you've got a wonderful opportunity now to take a gigantic step forward, Libra, in the expansion of your consciousness. You are a spiritual being, and there's a tremendous amount of pain in the world at the moment. All of us are going through a crisis period all over the place, and it's a very, very exciting time to be alive. So I look forward to working further with you. Go to my website, and you can always find the website address, Libra, there in the description of my video, okay? So there's no problem there with being able to navigate your way to my website. And I look forward to doing your horoscope number 2 or 3. If you want something that's more in depth on your own personal horoscope, well, then you can get a horoscope number 2 or a horoscope number 3. And there's also my intensives that you can go through. So it's nice to have this opportunity, Libra, to be able to talk with you and to help you to know what you're facing there in this period of 2 months, May and June. And I look forward to working further with you should you decide to take things further. Thank you.